Chetan Bhagat's latest book, 400 Days Good, is it a masala entertainer or a gripping thriller? Who should pick it and who should skip it? And finally, how was my own experience of reading it? If you want to know about all these things, continue watching this video. Hey guys, I'm Sakalpita and you're watching BookGeeks India, which is a channel where I make book related videos. If you're interested in book reviews and latest bookish videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also like this video. Quickly moving on to the book review, let's talk about the story first. Keshav and Saurabh are amateur detectives whom we have previously met in Chetan Bhagat's earlier books, The Girl in Room 105 and One Arranged Murder. Like in the previous two books, in this book too, they are there to solve a case. And whose case is it going to be? Alia Arora is an ex-model who's gorgeous and is in her 30s, early 30s. She comes to Keshav for help. Why? Because just 9 months ago, her daughter was kidnapped. Her daughter, who was about to turn 13 years of age, was kidnapped in the dead of the night from her in-laws' house. And at a time when all the in-laws, all the family members were present in the house. So who did that? Nobody knows. Even the police doesn't know. Now, what is the big deal about Arora family, you ask? Well, the Arora family runs a multi-million-dollar business, jewelry business in the national capital area, and are one of the most powerful and most influential people in the capital region. So when one of their family members is kidnapped from their house, it is indeed a big deal. Now, both family members and police leave no stone unturned to find out where Sia is and who took her. But sadly, they do not come to a conclusion. Sadly, they do not have any answers. Finally, after weeks and weeks of relentless search, the police decides to classify Sia's case as a cold case. But the only person who's still searching for her is her mother, Alia. And that's exactly the reason why she comes to Keshav, to help her solve the Sia case. So will Keshav and Saurabh find out where Sia is and who took her, what happened to her? This is for you to know when you read the book. For now, let's talk about the rest of the book. Read the book. So who can read the book? The book is meant specifically for beginners. If you are a regular reader or a voracious reader, this book is not meant for you. Even if you are a beginner level reader of English novels, you can easily pick this book up. Coming to the plot of the book, there's nothing unique or extraordinary about the plot of the book. Many elements of the plot resemble Bollywood movies, and even if you look at other entertainers, other contemporary entertainers, you will find a lot of similarity between the plot of this book and the other entertainers. In fact, when I think about it, the plot, the premise of this book is very eerily similar to a book that I just finished reading last week, which was 7 Days by Alex Lake. Now, I'm not going to tell you more about the book, but let me just tell you that I absolutely loved reading it. And call it luck or coincidence, I read these books back to back and I found so many similarities between these books. Okay. Now, talking about the good things of the plot, it's very simple, it's very unidimensional, and it flows very smoothly. It's not unnecessarily complicated, and yeah, it's very simple. Don't forget. Also guys, a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like and also subscribe to my channel. Okay. Coming to the writing part of the book. Now, this book is not as intense and as gripping as I would have wanted it to be. The pace is decent, but it's not the edge of the seat kind of thriller that one would expect from a thriller. And you know, that feeling of dread and foreboding is just missing throughout the book. The narrative, the characters, what is going to happen, none of that scares you at any point of time. And for me, that's a very important part of a thriller. The reader has to be scared about the characters. The reader has to be scared about what is going to happen in the book. One thing that you can expect from this book too is that, like any other Chetan Bhagat book, this book is also meant to be read by the masses. Dissecting the writing part of it further, I would say that it's a masala entertainer because it has a lot of things packed into one. It's a typical classic made for Bollywood kind of thriller. So it has romance, it has family drama, it has comedy, humor, sarcasm, and then a little bit of thriller. Like, thriller doesn't overpower the entire narrative, it's just a small part of it. And hence, if you ask me, I will not call it a thriller. Instead, I would call it a classic masala drama. The overall tone of the book is very light-hearted because of this use of humor and sarcasm in abundance. Now, talking about the characters, like none of these characters manage to stand out. They are just your regular characters whom you would find in every other book or every other movie. Nothing is different, nothing is unique about them, and that's pretty much it. Keshav and Saurabh, of course, because we know them from the previous two books, they kind of stay with you. But apart from them, nobody creates an everlasting impression on the reader. Now, coming to the climax part of it. Now, this is a climax I would neither call predictable nor unpredictable. It is a kind of climax that lies somewhere in the between. But eventually, when you do find out what happened to Sia and who had taken her, you realize that it kind of fits into the stereotypical Bollywood villain kind of frame. Okay. Finally, coming to the most important part of any Chetan Bhagat book, entertainment. Now, the plot is simple, the writing is easy and breezy, the language is simple, the language is flowy, and overall, like I told you, it's a masala entertainer. It has all elements. Okay, it has love, friendship, romance, comedy, sarcasm, and also drama, lots and lots of family drama, a typical Saas Bahu kind of drama, and together all of it is combined with this thrill element, which is very, very lacking, let me tell you that. Now, I am actually quite divided about my ratings for the book. From a thriller point of view, I would give this book 2 out of 5 stars, but from an entertainment point of view, from a overall contemporary fiction kind of view, I would rate this book 3.5 out of 5 stars. Okay, I would give you 3 reasons to pick this book up. If number 1, if you're already a Chetan Bhagat fan and you enjoy his books like anything. Number 2, if you're a beginner level reader who's looking for a decent entertainer. Number 3, if you're looking for a complete package, you want a masala entertainer kind of reading. Now, reasons for skipping this book up. If you have never ever enjoyed Chetan Bhagat in your life, definitely you will not enjoy this one. In fact, there's one thing that I can tell you. The previous book, One Arranged Murder, was much, much better than this one, 400 Days. Number 2 reason I would give you to skip this book is that if you're a voracious reader or regular readers of English novels and even thriller and mystery novels, by all means do not go for this book. So guys, that's it from me in this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until the next video, which will be pretty soon. Bye.